How to Train Your Dragon is directed by Dean DeBlois and is the live-action remake of the 2010 animated film, and is basically the same story beat for beat. A young Viking who aspires to hunt dragons becomes the unlikely friend of a young dragon himself and learns there may be more to the creatures than he assumed. So, does this live-action format work better than the animated one? Let's find out. Similar to Ballerina this week, I wasn't really that excited to watch How to Train a Dragon. I'm not a fan of remakes. I even encountered one of my cousins in the theater and he asked me, "Why you're watching?" And I said, "How to Train a Dragon." I feel kind of forced. Walking out of the theater, I was blown away. This film is fantastic. This film is truly great. This is an astounding surprise. I'm so happy that I watched How to Train a Dragon. The casting is perfect. And I don't mean that they're perfect because they're the right actors to play these roles. I mean that they're perfect because independently they are giving great performances. Nico Parker as Astrid, Nick Frost as Gover, Gerard Butler as Stoic is... oh, it's so heartbreaking, his performance. He's giving it all. He's giving it all like always. Gerard Butler always gives it all with his performance. But here, you see a lot of anger and a lot of sadness in his eyes. Mason Thames' voice is very similar to Jay Baruchel though, but his acting is so good. I mean, there's a point that he's about to do something that he thinks is the right thing, but he knows it will be very important for his father, and he might embarrass his father. And the face that he has in that moment, I was like, oh my god, this guy is giving a new light to this character of Hiccup. And all the comic relief were perfect. Everyone was perfect in this movie when it comes to acting. The CGI, wow. The flying sequences, the fucking dragons looked incredible. It's just a beautiful looking movie and so immersive when it's about those action sequences. Way more than I thought there were gonna be. I mean, really. And probably my favorite part of this film, the score. John Powell composes this film's music as he did the original one, and his themes are back, but his music is even better. The placement of his music is even better here. The moment where Hiccup is about to kill Toothless here is even more epic than the moment in the animated one, because here we have this loud music that feels like you're watching a very important character moment where Hiccup is about to make a choice that will change his life. And I just felt I was watching, like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings or some shit. My biggest issue with the film is the first act. I wasn't that invested in the story. The structure and the tone felt like I was watching an animated film, but in live action format, and it felt kind of weird. I gotta say this, I'm not a huge fan of animated movies. It's very hard for me to like one or love one, which is why the first two films really impressed me when I watched them when I was 17 at home. I was just like, oh shit, these films are just really tremendous. The second one especially is really good, and this one I had the same experience. I was just mind blown by the filmmaking here. That really is my one issue with the movie. Is just that the first act I wasn't that into it. Once Hiccup starts adapting what he learns from Toothless in the fire trials, from that moment on to the ending, I was locked in. I was completely locked in, and I was having a great time with this film. I was really caring for these characters. The story is beautiful. If you have seen the animated one, you know that the story is really awesome. And there are a lot of great moments that, in my opinion, are better here. I haven't seen the animated one since 2017. So I have to rewatch it to know which one is better, because that's how good this film is. This might be better than the original one. There's a moment here, like I said, where Hiccup is having this emotional moment towards the end. His eyes are completely wet, and I really felt it. This is such a huge surprise. I was really glad I watched this film as soon as possible to give you this review, guys, and with my friends, because we all had a great time. We all knew that we just watched a great movie. And it's not because we are making the comparison game with the original one. You know, it's not like, okay, this movie does the same as the original one, that's why this one is good. That's the one thing about remakes that I don't like. I always ask myself, why you make a live action remake that is identical to the animated one? What's the point here? What you're trying to make? But if you're gonna make them as good as this, please do it again. I'm gonna give How to Train Your Dragon a 9 out of 10. Disney learned some shit. Fuck! This one was good, guys. This one was really good. You should watch it as soon as it comes out. Thank you for watching like always, guys, and take care of your time.